Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. We'll continuing our focus on violence-free polls. Mr. Joe Igbokwe joins us today. He's the spokesperson for the APC in Lagos. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Good morning.
Well, lots of people are concerned about all that talk. They hope that politicians can put their money where their mouth is to ensure that, look, let's all just ensure that this do-or-die approach is done away with. What have you seen these days about preparations for the elections, especially all that talk about let it be violence-free?
Well, on our side as the opposition, you know, we don't control the instruments of coercion. We don't control the police. We don't control the SSS. We don't control the army. But all the instruments of coercion we don't control. And our own is to plead with them to allow a free and fair process to be. We were in the Blue Roof yesterday for governors 2,800 days in office, and they said the police should be neutral. The security agencies should be neutral so that we'll have a free and fair process. I believe that if we keep to the letters of the agreement that were reached between the two parties, I mean, there's no reason why we should not have. It's just that there may be two factors, you know, that can bring in, that can make us not to have a free and fair process. If somebody is afraid to lose, if a party is afraid to lose, you can decide to pull down the house. If you also cheat somebody, you know, take something that belongs to somebody by force, it can also lead to problems. You know.
But different elections have held and different political parties have lost. No roof was pulled down. So why do they think they'll pull the roof down this time?
No, because if you look at the trends, if you look at how the wind is blowing, you can see the desperation, you can see all kinds of accusations and counter-accusations, coming. It's dirty, fighting dirty, they are looking for everything.
Isn't that what politicians do?
No, this one is quite different. This one is quite different because before 1999, 2003, 2007, 2011, it has always been a walkover. But this time it's almost a neck-to-neck affair. So it's a different ball game. So people are getting desperate, you know.
Do you think, I mean, because what I've seen is that when you talk to politicians, they seem to attach conditionalities for us to have free and fair elections. I mean, for us to have violence-free polls. They say if this is there, if this is there, then there should be no need for violence. In other words, if those things are not there, there will be violence. We cannot guarantee that there will be no violence. Is that the mindset?
We pray that it will not be. Let me just cite one example of one of the things that can provoke violence, you know. That bat placed by Governor Fayose of Ekiti State on the front pages of Punch and the Sun newspapers. That advert was in bad taste. It was an attack on a vital section of this country. It was primordial. The sentiment expressed were primordial. It was a colossal attack on a section of the country. And if it was not managed, it could have degenerated into a crisis.
So you're saying that they had to do certain things to manage.
That is it.
What did your party do then in the face of what you have termed a provocation, especially of a section of the country? What did you do?
Well, we tried to calm the frayed nerves, you know. A lot of work was done.
You know what I'm getting here now? If you say you try to calm frayed nerves, it means political parties have access and also powers to speak to their supporters.
Yes.
So,
yes, that's what we've been doing.
So when we say parties or leaders of political parties should speak to their supporters, we're not entirely wrong.
No, you're not wrong. You must do that. Because what we tell, especially our supporters in Lagos, is to be calm in the face of provocations, because we're seeing it everywhere. Last week in Moso Kuala, Ambode supporters were campaigning, on the street, house to house, campaign, giving out souvenirs. By the time we knew what was happening, they just attacked them. and damaged about 10 buses and wounded about 5 people. In Ali Moshu, somebody, one Rahim, who was gunning for PDP, I don't know whether he's going for the Senate or House of Rep, went, I don't know how to describe it, but he was uncontrollable. And by the time the dust race settled, one person died.
Is the police aware of all these matters?
You see, that's why the governor said the police should be neutral.
No, but
because I tell you, I'm just coming. I just want to tell you another story.
No, but that part, because you know what the police will tell you. They say, look, did you make an entry?
No, I think police is handling the matter, especially that of Ali Mosho, and they've made some arrest anyway. I don't know what's going to come out of it, but the commander of RRS has just been removed. In Zone 2, they just brought in,
It's across the country, isn't it?
No, they just brought in, what's his name, to Zone 2. Do you understand? And, we've been talking about posters and all that. On Third Mainland Bridge, everywhere in Lagos they have seized, tearing down adverts that were paid for by clients, especially Glo and Huawei, tearing them down, putting them all over Lagos. You have LASA that controls, some of these things.
Let me speak. Let
us speak. Trying to do that to provoke.
Mr. Igbokwe, let's speak on a particular issue you just raised here, because because Chamberlain was trying to correct something and you moved on, and we have to bring it back, and it has to do with movement of police. And he asked a question: isn't that across the country? Movement of some of these key officers.
We understand these things very well. You can pretend to be moving police officers across the nation, but you may target a particular place for obvious reasons. And I won't go further than that. We all know the antecedents of the current Zone 2 AIG.
That's being preemptive here.
No, everybody knows about Mbo and
the past
antecedents.
There's the past.
His exploits in Rivers State, in Abuja, and then to Lagos. We feel that he's coming to Lagos for a mission. But all we are saying is that Lagos is different ball. It's a different ball game.
But the same thing happened to INEC. INEC relocated and reshuffled as well.
That's INEC officials. They don't bear arms. They are not police officers. Police officers are law enforcement agents.
You don't have to bear arms to influence things in INEC, do you?
No, I'm talking about the police. Don't
now
try to put police and INEC in the same pedestal. It doesn't work.
It's not putting them on the same pedestal. We're talking about movements and things that are happening about the elections. So if this happened, that movement in the police, you've raised that one. Do you have any objections about the movements with the personnel of INEC?
I've just told you that I don't have anything. Again, because they are just civilians, they don't bear arms. But when you give us somebody we know his past, antecedents, his pedigree, his disposition to certain issues,
So he doesn't
we're worried.
No such thing as a benefit of doubt this time?
You mean that?
For the movement?
Well, we wait and see. But we're just trying to.
But you made a key word. You said you're telling your supporters to remain calm in the face of provocation.
So that if you are, because somebody may see that there's no hope or there's no road to where he's going, you can decide to pull down the house. You can decide to go. If I cannot get it, let the house go down. We're saying even if they are hitting you, just make sure you focus on the big picture.
So are you saying that for the APC, you're not attaching any conditionalities to non-violent elections? Is that what you're saying?
No, we don't say. We want a free and fair process so that we'll have a smooth transition. But you can, if somebody pursues you to your father's house, you may have to fight back to defend yourself. Or if somebody pushes you to the wall, you may have to fight back. But may we never get to that stage. Because this election must be won and lost in a free and fair process. All we are asking is a level for asking for a level playing field, a level playing field, so that the outcome, people will see the outcome as free and fair. You know, we are talking from
if you're
the
not attaching, if you, because I didn't get either a positive or a negative response. Let me look at this other way. If you say that a level playing field is not provided for you, will you resort to violence?
Well, we will not do that. We will not do that, but a level playing field must be provided. It's a must, it's a condition that you must provide.
What will you do if a level playing field, in your opinion,
May we not even get there.
provided?
May we not even get there.
It's very important, you know, because here we all are.
If you don't...
Just a moment, sir. Yes. We're all looking for violence-free or violence-free elections. It's, I don't know, for some reason, that premonition, that possibility of violence seems to be higher in these elections than we've ever felt at any point in time. And for some reason, it would even seem that political parties don't even want to look at the reason for why that is at this point in time. But they all want violence-free elections, as many Nigerians do. The question is, are we, political parties, is your political party attaching any conditionalities to that?
Yes.
You are?
Let's have a free and fair process. If you come to muzzle us or push us the way you pushed us before the Ekiti governorship elections, or the kind of provocation that we saw in Osun State, you may have problems.